Thank you for tapping us on the Sleep Oracle today. This is going to be a two-part reading, doing past life readings, along with a couple other things to kind of shed some light on things that you need to know at this point in time, so you can truly elevate. A lot of y'all are going around in the same circles, and there's a call for there to be some guidance, so you know where to go. So we're gonna start off with Scorpio, because that's where I left off last. Scorpio, Native American. I'll pull 3 cards because a lot of different people, and 2 or 3 is not, it's not going to cover everybody. You got biblical. Some of you could have appeared in as some of the incarnations of people who were written into the Bible, or you may be direct descendants. Farming may be significant to some of you. You got ships with biblical, so some of you may have a story or maybe connected to the stories of some of the civilizations that came and were prominent in that time. You got another card here, Scorpio. You guys have the arts. So in one of your a past life, some of you, multiple of you, this could cover. So this is going to kind of be like a clarification, kind of like a guide. It's going to be up to you to actually tap into your Akashic records to kind of get a better synopsis of how this actually fits into your past life. If you are interested in an Akashic record reading or any type of question that you have, inbox me. Some of you could have been very artistic at one point in time. You could have been artists in a past life. You could have been a musician, a composer. I'm hearing that some of you were medicine men in your villages, and you taught people how to use sound frequencies to heal. So these are the life purpose cards. A lot of these will tie into basically the past life cards. This one, like I got a 2-card reading. Again, you guys got artists. Engaging in artistic activities is beneficial to your career in every other area of your life. So some of you may use music as a calming mechanism, or maybe you relax music. Maybe you're real talented at something and it comes easy to you. Books. You connect to your life purpose through your involvement with books. Some of you may be scholars. Some of you may have, like I said, this biblical here, this man has scrolls. Some of you may have been teachers back in that time frame. Again, a lot of this information can be clarified with an Akashic Records reading, which basically it's an open guided meditation on taking a look into your past life. Something that is very easy to do. Well, it's easy to do once it comes to practice. Sometimes it comes more natural to some than others. You guys got school. The answer that you're seeking involves going to school. Again, like I said, some of you may have been scholars, and your purpose here was to gain more knowledge in order for you to complete some type of mission in this particular lifetime. You guys also have animals. You understand animals and communicate with them intuitively. Trust your inner guidance, as the animals are part of your life's work. If you guys know what spirit totems are, some of you may be familiar with what a spirit animal is. If you're not, and you have an animal that's been prominent in your life, you may want to do some type of research into it. But a lot of times when animals are calling you, spirit animals make themselves very apparent in your life. They'll start showing up in major ways. You guys also got strength. Everything you've experienced in this life has made you strong and courageous. Some of you, especially with this ships here, I feel like may have either been some type of pirate, or you guys could have been a ship captain where you did maybe transporting goods or back and forth. Okay, now because this is such an intricate reading and it's going to differ from multiple people, it's going to be a part two. This is the energy healing deck, and I'm going to use this because in order to connect some of these dots, the energy healing deck kind of focuses it shines a light on what you came here to do, what needs healing in order for you to live more in fullness with these things. You have artists, you have the arts, you have animals. So even with the animals, and you have farm here, like a lot of these cards with the life purpose are connected. So a lot of y'all Scorpios may want to seriously listen to this reading more than once. Ask questions, write things down, because a lot of these cards connected in such a, I mean, like on point. You got farm animals, you got artists, arts, you got strength, ships, you have school, Native American, you have books, and then you have biblical. Like I said, these cards lined up so well that it begs that many of you may seriously be connected with a lot of these different things with these past lives and your life purpose. Like I said, the energy healing deck pretty much points out what it is you need to heal to come more into fruition with these particular things that you came here to learn with this lifetime. Because all these things are showing from your past life what life purpose, what area did you need to really focus on. Let's go ahead with the energy healing deck. These cards is just going everywhere. You guys got the path to light. I make the conscious choice to move toward light one step at a time. I transform my weaknesses into strengths by mastering my thoughts. I overcome obstacles with positivity and acceptance. I develop my gifts and extend my light to every being unconditionally. So some of you had a lot of conditions to how you express yourself. You guys had a lot of conditions that you were met with, and your point was you fought against a lot of authority, and not so much as a boss or someone over you, but more so traditions and the conformity of things. A lot of you now, even as adults, are very rebellious. You don't follow the traditional norms unless it aligns to something and who you want to be. And if it does align, you're only going to take the parts of who you want to be, which could work for you or it could work against you. When it works for you, it's because you've grown in that area. When it works against you, it means that you're taking the parts that may fit the unhealthier or the more lower vibrational parts of yourself. Versus you see how this light is ascending. This is part of your life purpose. What you needed to heal was to ascend to a higher level and bring the skills and mindsets from the concepts from these and karmas that you had to serve from these past lives into this particular lifetime. You're pulling 3 cards from this deck. Okay, there you go. Attention. I am attentive to all that manifests within me. When negativity rises within me, I transform it into light, love, and hope. My love for others is unconditional. I forgive. My desire to improve is constant. I am firm, brave, and hardworking. Again with the forgiving. This was really something that you guys struggled with. Being unconditional. You guys struggled, like I said again, with a lot of conditions. When you look at a lot of the past lives with biblical, there were a lot of traditions and things that you had to conform to, and that may have been something that you wanted to break away from. You may, like I said, in this particular lifetime, be very rebellious against traditions. You may not want to conform, even if you don't want to admit to the difference that you want to truly express, because I feel like a lot of you have different opinions and what may be considered as odd fetishes or things that y'all like, but y'all only express it to a certain level of normality. Once that level of normality has been met, the rest of y'all, what y'all like, what y'all truly really want, just goes out. It really gets silenced. It goes out the window. The last card that you guys pulled here was manifestation of light. I see the beauty in me. I grow and develop my inner self in harmony with light and beauty. I free myself from negativity. My heart transforms. My intellect shines, and my inner light grows. Like I said, you got the crown. You got the third eye. And you got the sacral chakra here, which is the base, the seat of your throne, your confidence, your inner you. Being conditional. That was a part of, this is a part of your purpose, is coming here to break off the restrictions and the karma of being unconditional. In previous lifetimes, you guys were conditional. You only did it. It was basically tit for tat type of thing. You didn't do things freely. You didn't do things out of love, basically. And a lot of you, if you find that to be true, even in this particular lifetime, this is the karma that you're still creating, that you're supposed to be breaking. These are karma cards, and basically they tell you there's planets, signs, houses, and what this does is tell you where certain signs and planets may be relevant to you. So we'll go ahead and start with the signs, and basically the signs, houses, and the planets are going to be kind of some breadcrumbs for you to take a look into. Like I said, listen to this reading more than once. It's also going to be a part 2. So you guys got in Virgo. Methods for the healing power. And for your moon, if you have Virgo in your moon, it's the analyzing of, and then resulting from the perfectionist of. I'm going to do 2 cards for each section. Okay, we'll pick those up. You have cooperation to perfect. So paired with this card, methods for the healing power of cooperation to perfection. Virgo is actually the sign of perfectionist. A lot of times Virgo set standards that they themselves have a hard time reaching, that they also expect other people to uphold. Sometimes this leads to a lot of conditional circumstances for the people in your life, the friendships, the type of relationships that you have. So this may be something you guys also have in Libra that you may want to take a look into to see what planets are in these particular houses, and we're going to get the houses next. This is planets. We'll do 2 for each. You have the sun, so you could have either be a Virgo sun or a Libra sun. You have the creation of and gaining the respect for, or of, or from. Like I said, with conditions here, for you, there's a tit for tat. There's a certain level of obscurity that it gives you. It kind of keeps you distant from people when you don't have a close relationship with them. When you put conditions on things, it makes people live up to a certain standard in your eyes. And that's where this Virgo's coming in. That's where this Virgo energy is coming in, because Virgo is the sign of perfection. Like I said, a lot of times they have standards that they themselves have a hard time meeting, and when they do, and it's not always, but sometimes they're very unrealistic, and it may be a little bit overbearing, and this again causes restriction and forces you to place conditions on things, the people in your life. With the Libra here to bring some balance, you have Uranus, so you can have Libra around Uranus, so Uranus can be a heavy energy, and this could be your sun sign. You have an unusual example of, or a different way of looking at things. Let's go ahead and take a look at houses. Like I said, if y'all want these specifically broken down specifically for you, so you can see how these actually affect you, what and who you specifically were, and by who. You guys have in the 2nd house. So you guys can have Uranus in the 2nd house. You can also have Libra or Virgo in the 1st house. These can also share some type of degrees when you're talking about if it's if your sun could be trine Uranus. at a specific degree angle depending upon what your natal chart says if you're not familiar with the natal chart. Again, inbox me. This is going to be part 1. Like I said, part 2 will kind of I'm going to pull tarot and give a little bit more in depth about what it is you need to do with the second part of this. All right, Scorpios, namaste.